Hi, my name's Venus O'Hara and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to talk about masturbation. Oh my god, one of my favourite topics after female orgasm, which is linked of course with masturbation. So someone asked me the other day, what do you think about when you masturbate? And I thought, what an interesting topic. So I thought I would share some of my personal masturbation thoughts with you today, and I would really love if you could share some of yours in the comment section below, because it's very I don't know, it's very interesting, isn't it, to think to discover what people think about when they masturbate. For me personally, well, I do have my own triggers or erotic triggers, things that turn me on in my mind, but for me I rely solely on my imagination, my erotic imagination. I've never ever masturbated to porn, and I usually rely on fantasy as opposed to remembering something that I've lived. And one thing that's really important, one thing that's kind of very clear or key in my own sessions of self-love, is that I never think about people that I genuinely want to have sex with. I think because for example, if you're in a situation when you're flirting with someone or you're sexting and there's loads of sexual tension, perhaps before you having sex, or perhaps you're part of a very passionate relationship, for me personally, I cannot think about someone I know in those circumstances. I kind of tend to think about a male energy or a female energy, and I don't think about the person I think about, whether it's a male or a female. It's not someone I know. They don't have definitive physical traits. It's just the energy or what they're saying to me, how they're looking at me, how they're touching me, because it's very different. I mean, generalizations, so this is a massive generalization, but the way being with a woman is very different from being with a man, and I'm fortunate to have lived both of them. Not that it's always the same with a woman or always the same with a man, but sometimes I really do crave that female sexual energy in my own fantasies, or it could be a male energy as well. And sometimes I might be enjoying a fantasy and I'll have a female energetic stimulus, but then I'll just switch to male for a few moments and then back to female. It's kind of like having my own kind of pornographic private channels, you know, not just one channel. I'm flicking through the switches without needing a remote control. It's literally my mind. And now that I've been practicing sexual transmutation, or I've been masturbating with in intention to actually manifest my desires, my thought processes during masturbation have changed a lot. For example, now I try and combine my erotic triggers with what it is I'm trying to manifest. I'm obviously using the law of attraction. It's all about visualization and imagining you've already achieved whatever it is that you want to achieve. So an example could be, a very good example could be, if you want to have a new home, you could imagine something erotic happening in that new space. So you're thinking about, for example, maybe, I mean, something could be you're standing in the living room, but there's lots of boxes there because you just moved there, but you're so horny or with someone. So I'm trying to like unite two big things in my mind, really. So it's an erotic fantasy with visualization. So I've been doing that for a long time, and to try and do that, even for example, I paid all of my debts off last year. And trying to eroticize paying all your debts off is not easy, or other things that could be related to finances or a holiday. Or I mean, holidays actually quite easy. I was really fantasizing about going on a yoga retreat and having some sapphic energy in my yoga retreat, and then I did go on a yoga retreat, and there was lots of sapphic energy there. So yeah, it definitely works. So that was a kind of easier one to manifest, something like a holiday, because you can always imagine that you are in an exotic location and some holiday romance blossoms there. That's quite an easy one to sexualize. But other ones could be, well, they do take time. So in my mind, it takes me, I don't know, half an hour to kind of bring these big thoughts together and then have an orgasm that's really focused on manifesting whatever it is that I desire. So yeah, I never think about people I know, and yeah, that would be very strange. I have tried though. I've tried many times, but it's just really weird because sometimes I think that my fantasies that I use or rely on to masturbate, they're not usually things that would turn me on in real life. They're not desires that I would like to live, really. I'm not really sure how that works. I guess a lot of people have fantasies that they don't really want to live out in real life, and that's definitely my case. So what about you? What do you think about when you masturbate? Do you think about someone you know? Do you think about your partner? Do you think about someone else? Is that actually being unfaithful? I don't know. Interesting. So I'd love to hear your contribution in the comment section below. And if you have any suggestions for more videos about dating, orgasms, sex toys, or anything related to orgasmic living, then please don't hesitate to contact me at venus@venusohara.org, or you can add me on Instagram at venusohara. Thanks for watching.